Hello guys, welcome welcome back to my channel where the makeup and sass keeps you coming back for more. It's Gilly here, and today I'm going to be talking about some things that you should know before you move anywhere for school, college, graduate school, medical school, dental school, pharmacy school, whatever have you. I'm going to talk about some really key things that I feel like people don't really realize when they're moving or just kind of take lightly. And being somebody that has moved 3 times now for post high school, education and whatnot, I think that I have some really good opinions and thoughts for you guys. So if you want to stay tuned and see everything that I have to say about this, if you're about to move next year, if you're a graduating senior, whatever you may be going through right now, I think that these tips will definitely help you out in the future and will be really beneficial to you. And I really wish that when I was making my moves that people told me this stuff, because it's just some of these things just don't occur to you, or they do but you don't think about it. So we'll just jump right into all of this. I have 5 key points and I'm just going to elaborate on all of those points for you guys. But before we start all of that, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All of your support is greatly appreciated. So let's jump right into this video. Also, don't mind all this makeup. I was filming another video, neither here nor there. Some tips for moving. Now, I'm gonna give you a little bit of background story on myself, just so you guys don't think I'm like some bozo, just talking out of her ass or something. I have moved now 3 times for school. I moved once for undergrad. I moved again for my master's program, which was a little further. And now I have moved again for my PharmD degree once again, which is the furthest I have been from home. The first time I moved to Gainesville, I went to the University of Florida for undergrad. Go Gators. Whoop! The second time I moved for my master's, I went to Drexel University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And the third time that I have now moved for my, doctorate of pharmacy, I have moved to Salt Lake City, Utah. So as you can tell, I've moved a lot and I have a lot to say. So yeah, let's get to it. First point to note: culture shock. The first thing that I will say, if you're moving anywhere outside of your home city for school, even if it's within your state, you will experience some level of culture shock. And by culture shock, I don't mean that like, who are these people, what's going on, although that may be the case. I mean more things of like, know and research about the environment that you're moving into. What is the culture of the city? What is the scene of the city? Are they more laid back? Is it a party city? Is it a chill city? Is it a college town? Is there nothing to do there? Like, find out what those things are, because the last thing you want to do is move, go away to a school and then be stuck because you don't like anything that they do. Outside of school, you have to have other hobbies and activities that you do, or else you go crazy. And you don't want to move someplace and find out, oh, I don't like the nightlife here, I don't like the outdoor scene here, I can't do this, or I can't do what I'm used to. You really want to try to move someplace where you will be able to still, grow and explore new things, but also still have the things that like you kind of hold dear to your heart and you can still function with. A way to, go about this is just doing some research. Google can be really good. People post a lot online about their experiences with certain schools, with certain cities. So you can definitely do a lot of research online to try and get as much information as possible. Another thing that you can do is contact your school and ask them, hey, like, is there a student that I could talk to? I just have like some questions, just something like that. I think most schools are definitely willing to help you out on that front, really give you the tools that you need in order to make the right decision for your education. So that's definitely something that you should think about. Another thing you should think about is How far away is this from your hometown? Are you really close to your family? Are you going to miss them? Are you going to be homesick? Like, you know, all of those things, how are they going to impact your education while you're there? So that's just some, you know, some things to think about. Number 2, which I think is the biggest point out of anything I have to say here. After this point, you can exit this video, I don't care, but this is important. Money. You need to figure out your money, sis. Know it. Figure out your financial aid. Know how much money you're getting in financial aid. Will you be getting help from your parents? Do you have to get a job? Do you qualify for work study? All of these things you need to think about, because moving is expensive. It's literally like so expensive. You spend so much money the first semester that you're away. I will tell you this, in my experience, the first semester that you're away is the most expensive semester, because like say recently in my recent move, because I moved across the country, like I came from Miami to Salt Lake City, I only brought like 2 suitcases and a carry-on and my backpack, which I could not fit in obviously anything that I needed to live off of. Like I came to my apartment, I didn't have a spoon. Like honestly, I didn't have a spoon, I didn't have a cup, I didn't have a pot. Like these are things that people don't think about, that you take for granted being at home or being just like where you're used to living. But you have to figure out, am I going to transport all of that stuff across where I'm going to? Am I going to buy new ones? How am I going to get furniture? Is the place furnished? Like these are all things that you have to think about, and these are all things that you need money for. My suggestion, sis, get a summer job, hit up your family, you know, be like, y'all, I'm going away to college, broke students over here for graduation. If you're graduating from high school or from college or something, don't ask for like actual gifts, ask for monetary gifts, because that's all things like all that money you could be saving up towards to like when you get there. Don't try to spend too much that summer talking about I'm gonna enjoy summer before I go to school. Save your coins, sis, because you will need it. Number 3 is going to be housing. The first debate for housing is obviously going to be on campus versus off campus, and having a roommate or living alone. Personally, I think if you're going to undergrad, you should live on campus the first year, because I think that it helps you adjust to your environment a lot better. You're closer to everything and less things are likely to go wrong. Like it's just, I think it's better. You get to make friends, you get to meet people. So I personally would definitely recommend living on campus, having a roommate. Yeah, you may hate them, but then like if you don't have a roommate that you hate, you can't have cool roommate stories where you're like, oh, I hated my roommate, she did this or he did that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm, you know, approaching that subject. If you are choosing to live off campus because you're a grad student or something, research the area that you're going to live in. Make sure it's a good area. Make sure it's close to campus. Main thing that I would say about housing is make sure it's as close to campus as possible, because you really don't want to be inconvenienced when you're trying to get to campus for an early morning class, or you're staying late at the library and then you have like a long trek home. That's just no bueno, not fun. Number 4, leading into that, is going to be transportation. Know about the city. Is it public transportation friendly? Is it car friendly? Is it bike friendly? What mode of transportation is the best and will get you to your location the fastest? Because you don't want to be struggling to get to class. Trust me, you're going to hate life enough. You know, you don't want to get stuck trying to get to class, being hassled, all of that stuff. So transportation and housing definitely go hand in hand for you to figure out what the best route is going to be for you. And the last point that I have to make, number 5, is going to be, is it worth it? Now you're like, it's school, of course it's worth it. Yes, school is definitely worth it. But is that particular school worth it for you? Can you survive X amount of years being away from home, being away from your family, being away from your friends? Have you set up your support system so that you can stay sane and mentally, you know, healthy? physically healthy. Like, think about the pros and cons of what you're about to do, because you know some of these programs are 4 years long, 2 years long. That's a really long time. So think about whether or not that's gonna be the perfect fit for you, and if it's not, move on. There are other options. I'm sure you can get in somewhere else and choose the best fit for you. With that being said, that is all that I have to say about that. If you guys have any other questions about financial aid, applying to school, any type of school, please leave your comments in the comments down below. I will definitely answer them to the best of my abilities. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and good luck with whatever educational ventures that you guys are about to embark upon. Thank you so much for watching.